branches of the ANC in the province of KwaZulu-Natal have now spoken in terms of their preferred candidate to lead the party come the December elective conference. And the name of Dr Zweli Mkhize has been that name that has been proposed by the province of KwaZulu-Natal as they go to that all crucial National Elective Conference in December. But I'm now joined by the provincial secretary of the ANC, that's Mr. Bheki Mtolo, who's going to tell us why the name of Dr. Kabazela.
I think you'll know Dr. Kabazela Zweli Mkhize. It's a seasoned cadre of our movement. He's got a lot of experience in leading the ANC. He has been a deputy chair of Comrades Bundebele for 10 years. He has been a chairperson, he has been a TG. He has been a directly elected member of the ANC from 2002 State Elective Conference. When he was elected TG, he had already served almost 10 years being in the NEC, but in government he's got a lot of experience. We have put him there with experienced leaders. Paul Mashatile, you know, he has been a minister, he has been a premier, he has been a leader of Gauteng. We have put him with Stanley Matabata, the premier of Limpopo.
And of course, the name of the current president, that's Cyril Ramaphosa, doesn't appear in any of the proposed names that the province is going to be canvassing for. Some would say this is a vote of no confidence to the current president of the ANC.
We are wrong. What vote of no confidence? There's no vote of no confidence to the current president. The current president was elected 16 December 2017. His term ends 16 December 2022. Then what vote of no confidence? There's no vote of no confidence to the president.
And of course, we know that he's vying for a second term.
No, how to know? He has not said that.
Some provinces have pronounced his name, and he says he will accept a nomination if it comes from those provinces.
No, he never said that. The president said, I will answer that at conference. Don't speak for the president. The president has not said that. President, remember, he's old, he's 70 years. He may change. He may say, no, I'm old now, I'm retiring. There are a lot of things that can happen.
Let's talk about the name of Dr. Zweli Mkhize. Of course, we know that he has not been charged, but you know the issue of the digital vibe saga, which led eventually to his resignation as the Minister of Health. Are you not worried as the ANC about the image of the people that you want the party to be led by?
The problem, we think South Africans are stupid. South Africans are not stupid. For example, Comrade Montlante put the rules. Who are the people who can't be elected and be nominated? And then amongst those rules, Zweli Mkhize qualifies to be nominated because he doesn't, what is prohibited, a person who is prohibited, he doesn't fall. He's not charged, he's not investigated. Hawks are on record that Dr. Zweli Mkhize is not under investigation. The people that were he was accused of having influenced them to award the tender illegally. They were charged by the department. SIU there led their stupid evidence there. Imagine if SIU can't prove at a lower standard of proof, which is a balance of probabilities, they could not prove a case against those officials. That's why they are back at work. How are they going to prove when the standard of proof is high, it's beyond in a criminal court? That's why they are dark and David. They know they don't have a case strength. They are just doing what they think they do.
And of course, the former president of the ANC and of the country, that's President Jacob Zuma, issuing a letter yesterday saying that he has not moved an inch from the position he held in 2017. And that position, of course, we know that he was backing the now current Kokta minister, Dr. Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma. And of course, he has said that if persuaded by branches, he's willing to accept a nomination to become the national chairperson of the ANC. What is your reaction as the provincial ANC in KwaZulu-Natal with regards to the letter that he issued?
No, we know the letter of the former president. Remember, former president is a member of the ANC, belong to a branch. I think it's like all other members of the ANC. Then he will go and canvass his views to his branch. But I think we are also misreading the letter. He never said he supported Nkosazana to be president, Mam Nkosazana. He said Mam Nkosazana is still fit to be a leader of the ANC. He is correct. Mam Nkosazana is a leader of the ANC now. He's an NEC member, he serves in the NWC. That one is correct. But he never said as a president. Then we are editing the letter. Don't edit the letter. We are not given those powers.
So as it is now, the province of KwaZulu-Natal is not backing Dr. Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma to be the president of the ANC?
we've made our view. We are backing Zweli Mkhize, Paul Mashatile, Stanley Mathabata, Phumulo Moswale, and Nomvula Mokonyane, and we are putting a Treasurer General. We are saying let's look at provinces and put a very energetic young woman. That's what we are saying.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room, the issue of Eskom. You were at pains explaining that South Africans are really, having a difficult time as a result of the, current blackouts that have been experienced, and we have given the president of the country, and that's President Cyril Ramaphosa, a proposal to actually fire the current CEO as well as the board of Eskom. If that doesn't happen, where to for the ANC in KwaZulu-Natal?
We are really on our knees. You see, now we are on our knees. We are really pleading with our president. We're pleading. We're really pleading. The president must really do an honorable thing and fire the board and fire the CEO. South Africans are really tired now. You see, this thing is costing billions of rands to corporates. It has stolen so much opportunity to the youth of South Africa. It has costed so many medium enterprises, SMMEs. Remember, they can't run with these generators and all that. It has caused a lot of havoc. It can, in fact, let me tell you, they say stage 6, they are lying. A day in KZN, in fact, even in Gauteng, I was in Gauteng last week, they take 4 hours a day, then they break, they take another 4 hours, which is 8 hours a day during the day. Then at night they take 6 hours. One out of stage 6 here was stage 14. Then Eskom has collapsed. Then not because Eskom has no capacity, has no generational capacity. There is the issue that has been raised by the document, a roadmap document that was released by Department of Public Enterprise in 2019. It talks about 3 major factors: backlog, and cold standard, and poor maintenance. There you just need a board and a CEO, a board that would give a CEO a clear performance management contract with clear targets, time-bound, specific, measurable, achievable, and realistic. And then you measure those targets on monthly basis, quarterly basis. And then if the CEO doesn't perform, you fire the CEO. And then you also need a CEO who will therefore cascade that to his managers and say, that's what I need. You mean in this country, you know that you are putting substandard coal. Why do you put substandard coal? Buy quality coal. Stockpile quality coal. If the coal is short, it can't be short. There's no shortage of coal in South Africa. Europe now is buying a lot of coal in South Africa. China is buying a lot of coal. It's not. You just procure coal, stockpile it, then it's not going to be short. It's simply management deficiency. Those of us who have done strategic human resource management, you can see this is management deficiency. It's not structural problem that you need to build a new power station. No, it's management deficiency from Andre Tereta, who, by the way, when he left NEMPEC, was already doing some mess there. I can tell you now, if Andre Tereta was the best CEO that the country think is having, a CEO that is running such a big company, getting so much attacks, even if the attacks were wrong, he would say, for my reputation, I'm leaving this thing. You know why he's not leaving? There's no other company that can employ him as a CEO. It's only Eskom.
But of course, Mr. Mtolo, we do know that some within the ANC have said that there is a deliberate attempt to collapse this power utility so that it can be in the hands of private operators. Is that your view as well in terms of what you see happening? Because you are saying that the president needs to act, but there's not been any action in the past few years.
No, remember, the president works like this. He's got a leadership style that put things on a process. And then sometimes it works very good for him. But all we are saying, he must now understand that thing may backfire against him. The time for that process is gone. Fire the CEO and put a good CEO. There are many good men and women in this country who's got experience in electricity generation, who can come there at Eskom and do the best of the best. He knows it. The president knows it. But we don't say the process that he's putting in is gonna backfire to the president. I'm telling you. Those of us who work here in the metros, you go to Johannesburg, when you're wearing an ANC t-shirt to get insulted in the plane, you are called load shedding people. We can't work like this. We can't. This thing is gonna remove ANC out of power. For what reason? For Andre Tereta. We can't be removed of power for one man.
Mr. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much.
That's the Provincial Secretary of the ANC here in KwaZulu-Natal, Bheki Mtolo, outlining some of the decisions taken by the Provincial Executive Committee.